guitar, baby. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today's a pretty big day here at Untitled Chapter Guitar because we're going to build a Survivor Fender Telecaster. And if you remember, if you've been watching the channel, I hope you have been. Our buddy up north, there, Chad, he's got a body shop up there, and well, he had a few guitars that he was in a fire up there, and he's had me taking care of them for him. And this is one of those guitars that was in a fire. This was a nice. It used to be red, and used to have Bigsby on it and stuff like that. In fact, I got a picture of it right here. Now, as you can see, it's seen better days, and it was smoked and had some good damage on it. But we brought it back to life, and Chad's got a body shop up there. So what he did is he went ahead and repainted the body, fixed it all up like that. We're not going to put a Bigsby on it again, but he painted up the body on it and stuff like that. And well, here it is right here. This beautiful, beautiful green metallic. You can see it just shines, shines, shines. Look at that. It is beautiful. He did a beautiful job on it. And this is what we're gonna build. Look at the back of that. It's showing my lights. But oh, look at that. Just beautiful. It's like a mirror. Anyway, this is the body for it. It's looking real nice. He's got that. And we have a few other things here. The neck was pretty messed up on that other one. In fact, I got the neck for it, but it looks like roasted maple now, and it needs some help. But he went ahead and got another neck for it. And here's the neck right here in this here box. We're gonna go ahead and open up this. Take a look at it. Oh, there we go right there. Oh, look at that. That's real nice. That's real beautiful. Looky there. Nice and shiny and smooth. Ooh, that is smooth. Yep. Nice maple neck. Can't argue with that. So dreams are made of. Now this is a used neck. Came off another guitar. We got it from Stratosphere. Strat parts. Nice skunk up the back. Now it's got all the numbers and everything on it. As you can see, it's got all the numbers on it. Comes with a tag on the back there. And it's got a tag on the back. Well, here's the tag. Right here. And that tells you that it's been checked over and what the serial number is. It's got a serial number on it, everything like that. But yeah, it's real nice and smooth down the side. Now we might have to do just a little bit of work on this. Might have to level it out and do a few things on it. But it's feeling pretty good right now. So I can't wait to get this thing together. It's going to be such an awesome build. Let's see, what else do we got for this? Let's see here. Got a couple other parts in here. He bought a strap for it that is really, really beautiful. It's kind of like a blackish green. Oh, real nice by Fender. Nice Fender original strap. So we got the, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the Fender logo on it right there. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Now we see it. Yeah. Take you a minute to break that in. And I think what's in here is the pickguard. Now, what would look good, nice on that pickguard? I mean, on that nice, beautiful green body, huh? What would look nice on that? You guys thinking about it? Well, we kind of came to the consensus and kind of the idea with a nice kind of, now you don't know if you can really see it, but it's kind of a green. But that is a nice looking pickguard right there. American Professional. Looks like that's been used too. That's the first time I'm taking a look at it. Looks like it came off some other part. But yep, that's some original stuff right there. See, it's still got the sticker on it. You know, Some people say, hey, leave the sticker on it, but you know what? We're taking the sticker out because the film comes off because it's ours now. Let's see what else we got here. Got a few other little things. Let's see here. What else is in our bag of goodies? Oh, looks like we got the bridge and stuff. Hey, what do you know? This guitar's gonna have a bridge. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a string through the back. Now that Telecaster doesn't have no holes in it or nothing like that, so it's gonna be right straight through the back. It's got some nice adjusters in here, and looks like it's got a don't really say too much on what the pickup is, but it's got a nice big solid copper plate in the back like that. It's got a real big solid, looks nice and solid, and there's some weight to this, so it's made out of some good material. Let's hope it sounds good, huh? Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, we got the controls, yeah. Gotta have some controls, gotta have some volume and junk like that too, right? Tear this open, we'll have to give everything up. Now he went ahead and bought everything. It was all put together. So there's our controls for it right there. Got a nice solid feeling 3-way switch. It's got some of the screw down metal knurled knobs, but they put the things were it is push pull. What do you know? We'll have to get that all hooked up for push pull. Hey, what do you know? And it looks real nice. So yeah, it's a looks like we've got a quality piece of equipment right here. It's gonna do good. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got a couple of little things, little bobbers in here. So we got an original Fender input jack. There's the rest of it right there. There's the input jack. All the things we need. Back plate, back neck plate, right there. It says Fender on it. And what else we got here? Let's see what else is in the box down here. Oh yeah, here we got this guy. You know, Chad loves his strap lock, so there's a set of Fender strap locks right there. We're gonna go ahead and put these on. Now we're gonna take all these parts. You know, we're gonna give it the Mojo Shop treatment. We're gonna get it all playing real good, and you know, every note up and down the neck's gonna play perfectly in tune. It's gonna be, you know, set up just perfectly, and man, we're gonna make it a player. So while we take this bad dog over to the bench, and we'll get started. Alright folks, here we are over at the bench, and man, this thing sure does look pretty, doesn't it? You know, that's kind of a British racing green. You know, got a little bit of metallic in it. You can see it just like that. Beautiful. And we're going to get started on this, and I'm really excited to do this one. This is going to be a really, it's a quality build, and it's something that, you know, it's going to be a valuable guitar when we're all done with it. You know, it's going to be pretty valuable. So the first thing that we want to do here is we want to test the neck here to make sure that it's going to fit in there right. And here's the neck right here. Now this is a neck off another Fender. Bought it from a place called Stratosphere, and they sell a bunch of Strat parts and stuff like tele parts, and it's real nice looking. You know, I'll turn it over like that. There we go. Real nice looking. And you know, I don't think we're gonna have to do very much to this. Maybe just roll the edges. Maybe just clean up this edge right along here just a little bit, and maybe we'll see how level it is, and see, you know, make sure that we're gonna go over, make sure everything's just right on it. It's got a nice little nut in it. It looks like a little, some kind of either bone or some kind of nut. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's a nice looking thing. Okay, let's give this a try here. See if this is going to fit in here just right. Move some of this stuff around here. I got room, and you know, because the fit of the neck is the whole thing that's going to make a big difference here. Oh, and look at that. That fits in there real nice and tight. We'll press down on that. Yeah, and I think I like that a lot. I think I like that a lot. Okay? And next thing we're going to do, we'll take out our straight edge. Okay? And we're going to get our bridge. Okay, let's get this in the shot. Okay? And we're just going to sort of stick our bridge in here. In fact, we might as well just stick these wires right through here. Stick the wires through. And what I'm doing is I'm checking the neck angle and according, you know, along with the to the bridge here. You know, I don't want to get it all put together and find out that the bridge is sticking up way too much or something like that. Okay. So let's get these to go through there if we can. Come on now. There we go. All right. Let's get that to lay on there. Now you can still sort of see where the holes are on this thing. Right there. Okay, now we're going to take this. We're going to lay it across there just like this. And we want to see where that's going to line up. And that looks perfect. We want to be where the saddle is about at mid travel. And that is right, just about perfect. Yep, I can live with that. I am happy. Okay. See, little things that you want to make sure that they're going to be right, because you don't want to get into it and find out that something's not right and, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take that neck off there. You want to be real careful taking that off so you don't chip our new paint. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to set that back over here. All right. Now that we've made sure everything's going to fit just right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to shield up these cavities here. We're going to go ahead and we'll put some shielding paint in here and make sure that these are all looking real nice and stuff like that. So you know, you won't be able to see any more of the red paint, because you know this used to be red, as you saw in the pictures earlier. All right, let's get our brush out. Got a little bit of shielding paint right here. We're going to put it in the cap. It's kind of some thick stuff. Alright, I think we got enough of that in there. And I'm gonna turn it around here because it's a little bit easier for me to get this side right here. Alright, start up here. And you know, we just take, what we're doing is we're painting this in there because what this does is it helps stop all the little stray radio signals and stuff like that. Just keeps stuff from coming through your guitar, so you're not picking up, you know, sounds aren't coming through your guitar that you don't want coming through your guitar. And you just gotta be careful and go around here and paint this right here. Get in all these cavities. And this takes a little while, but you want to make sure that you get a nice even coat all over everything. You don't want any thin spots, stuff like that. Of course, you know, it's and what we're doing here is we're sort of, see, there's metal in the paint, okay? And what we're doing is we're building basically a Faraday cage. And for you science geeks, that's basically something that's metal, a metal case for something. If something is in a metal case, then radio signals, stuff like that, won't be able to get through it. Any kind of airborne interference won't be able to get to it because it won't be able to pass through the metal. There we go. Got a little bit of that on the body. And he did such a great job with this body. It turned out so nice. So nice. Just gotta make sure we get in all those little spots down there. Nice coverage. And so basically what this, you know, we're making sure there's this paint has metal in it, so we're making sure that we get that all over the place, and we're basically building a little metal cage by painting this in there. Some people will use this kind of paint to paint the inside of a room in their house so that no radio signals can get in, so that nobody can, like, you know, I don't know, spy on them. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this here. So, you know, because this is kind of grueling. You don't want to sit here and watch me do this. But there's our first cavity right there. Looks pretty good. Let's do the next one. Alrighty, we're back. We let that shielding paint get good and dry there. And we did a nice job. We got everything in there. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to get the pickguard on. We want to get the bridge on. We want to get the control panel on. We're going to get this body all set up and ready to go. We'll put the strap locks and everything like that on it. And then we'll take that out, take care of all that stuff. So the first thing I want to do is I want to set this bridge. We got to drill some holes in this body so that we can put the pickguard on and put the bridge on. So I can kind of see where the old holes were. There is an old hole right there. I'm going to mark it with a marker. Old hole right there. Old hole right there. And right there. Now that's going to line us up, those three back ones right there. But before I go putting this down, I got to have a ground wire in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to go ahead and put this control panel in first. So I think that the bridge is probably going to be the last thing that we do. So we're going to have to go ahead and put the pickguard on, put the pickups in, get that all taken care of first, okay? But I can see where that helps right there, find that through there. All right, so this here is our control panel. Get that out so it's not scratching up the body. Now this is from the Fender American Professional 2. It has the push pot, and what this does is it takes it from being just like a regular Telecaster to putting the pickups in series, which means that one pickup runs into the next pickup instead of on a regular guitar. The one pickup runs into the control panel, and then the other pickup runs into the control panel, and they're running parallel. Okay, they're running parallel to each other. They're running a group down. But this one, when they're in series, it goes from one pickup into the next pickup, then in. So you get it kind of doubles the power. So you'll notice a big increase in power when we do that. So looks like I got to get the good old soldering iron out here. So let's get that plugged in. And get that going right here. Set this off to the side for a minute, let it get hot. And the first thing we want to do is we want to, in fact, we're just going to get this body right out of the way for a second here. Get this other stuff out of the way too. Alright. So, here's our control panel. Now we got to get in here and we got to get, this took me a while to figure out what was what on this, because this is it's not wired up like a normal Telecaster is. Oh, and this also has treble bleed on it. So when you switch to it takes out a little bit of the mid-range, or keeps the mid-range in there. It's a real nice feature. Okay, so this one here, this ground wire right here is going to go to my bridge. Okay, and so I have got to, I think what I'm going to do, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait on this a second, and I'm going to take this piece of wire right here, and I'm going to put that in there as my bridge wire, or as my, bridge wire. Because this wire here is supposed to be grounded out to the shielding. So that's what I'm going to do with that wire. I'll ground that out to the shielding, and then we'll run another ground wire that'll come through and be just soldered right out of the thing, just like the regular ground wire would be. So, looks like I got plenty of wire on this end. So guess what? We're going to go back into doing this. Alright, so got a nice little wire here. We're going to run this right down through here, like this. Hopefully it's not full of paint. Yeah, it made it. It's got a little bit of shielding paint on it. Okay, and then through to the cavity. Coming out the other side. So you got a lot of shielding paint here. You know, this stuff takes a little while, and you can definitely get messy. All right, now we got our shielding. We got our wire in there. We're just gonna lay that right down just like that. Now we want to get it so the wires are. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be, just like that. Okay, let's shove the wires from our bridge through there. Bada boom, bada bing. In fact, we're going to twist those around real nice. Alright, did they come through? They came through, hey! There we go. Alright, let's set this bridge right on there the way it's supposed to go. Alright, where's our black holes? Huh. Nowhere close to where the other one sat. So, we have got to do some investigation here. We're going to make sure that everything is right. So, I will be right back. Alright folks, we're back. Well, we ran into a little dilemma here. See, the new bridge that goes on here is not exactly the same as the old bridge. It doesn't have the same holes and everything like that. The holes do not line up. So what we have to do is we have to get a couple of pieces of string here, and we have to run them through there to make sure that we are setting this in just the right spot. Now what we'll do is we'll set these strings through the saddle here, okay, and we'll pull them, start pulling them tight, and we'll get them up here in the thing, in the nut a little bit, and we get them kind of lined up. We want to make sure that we set this bridge in just the right spot so that it's not going to be too far to one side or too far to the other side. Okay, so I think it needs to go over this way just a little bit if it can. See, we don't have a whole lot of place, so we're going to put it all the way over that way. See, that kicked it over a little bit right there. I think that looks about right there. We got this neck in there. The neck gave us a little bit of trouble because it's been painted. The holes going through the body were a little bit smaller, so we had to go. We took a little tiny, a real small file, just a little round file like this here, and we went in there and we kind of cleaned out the holes and stuff like that. We made sure that the screws are going to go into the back of the neck halfway decent, which they did, and like that. That's looking pretty good right there. And then this one is going to set just a little bit over that way a little bit. And that looks pretty good. So, what we're going to do is we're going to let go of this here, right here, okay? Alright, and now we're going to check for the length. And we are at 12 3/4 to the 12th fret, so we should be 12 3/4 from here. And I have to say that we are at 12 3/4. If it could go forward a little bit. Can it go forward a little bit? Yes, it can go forward a little bit. So, let's see what it looks like right there. I think I like that better. That's going to be more within my travel of range. So that puts it right there at 12 3/4. Okay, so now let's make sure we pull these. Let's press this down right here, and we'll get these tight again. And I just want to make sure that this one is still lined up where it should be. We'll both these tight again. And this one here. This is not an exact science, but it is just trying to get it in the right spot. Right there. Looks pretty good for that string. And that one jumped out. Down here on the knot fingers, as soon as we get it going, it's got a nice wrap rate. And that looks pretty good right there. So, I got it where I want it. Now I'm going to take my marker right here. Mark these front 2 holes right here. Bada boom and bada bing. Okay? And then we might even mark these outside ones here. And then we will get that 3rd one right there in the middle. And I believe that's where we need to be. So pull all this back apart. Okay? Set this over to the side. Wide spaced holes. We got to do this hole, this hole, this hole, this hole, and this hole. So, we got our drill, and we know that this hole and this hole are ones we need right here, right? Yep. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to... See, now I want to measure how far down I should be. Okay, I don't want to go past that point right there. Well, that's what I call commitment. Well, you better make sure you hope you got it right, son. Get rid of all that stuff there. Blow it right off on the ground. Now we'll take our rag. Where's our rag? There we go. Clean that up a little bit right through there. Make sure that all looks real nice. And I think what we're going to do is take a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the end of this here towel here, and we'll get rid of them other marks there, because we don't want a bunch of marks underneath there. That's where you had it lined up before. It's got to look neat and clean everywhere we go. Alright, we got all those marks out there. Looking good. Alright. Now what we're going to do, we'll pull our ground wire out. Get that all hunky-dory there. Get her looking good. She's working good. There. Alright. I think we can put a bridge on. Let's, where's the screws for this here bridge? There's some bridge screws. Show me the screws. I gotta get my screws out and stuff like that. Set the screws all right over there. Some parts, parts, parts. Got screws in there. I don't think I got screws in there. Let's see where I got the screws at. Screws there. Screws there. That's just the tuners. Let's see. What did I do with my screws? I tell you what, I'll be right back when I track it down, hey. Oh, that took about 2 seconds. I found their sit right there. Alright. Dump them out. Alright. That should work just fine. Alright, we're going to test one of these to make sure it goes in there good. It ain't too sloppy or something like that. Oh, that looks perfect. Yes, I think that's going to be just fine. Okay. Let's get our bridge on there. Hi. Stick that wire back through there once again. Out the other side, just like that there. That on there. Oh, look at them holes all line up just perfect the way they should. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let's get a couple in the front. Get one over here. Get that started. Yeah, so we got the cavity all shielded up. Got it lined up where we want it. Get the screws in there. You know, I kind of was looking on YouTube at you know, telly videos, and you know, tellies are really popular, very versatile guitar, and that's, you know, something you probably already know, but you know, there's just a lot to be said about them. They're popular in just about any kind of music. You can play them. They'll adapt. They're very adaptable. They're very forgiving. And one of the things that I'm really kind of digging about this build right here is that it's a string through. It's just going through the back here. You know what? My screw hole ain't lining up just perfect. So, let's give it a little drill action right on here like this here. Yeah. Now another little extra drill action you can't fix, right? Give the old magic breath there. Sometimes it's kind of scary drilling into a brand new paint job, brand new guitar. And once we get this all back together, or once we get this bridge in, we're going to recheck that strings, make sure we got everything right. So we're not running into any problems down the road. So you're going to fix it, yeah, better fix it now. Those are snugging down real nice. Looks like that drill bit that I got for them was perfect size. They're going in with just a little bit of effort, which is perfect because, you know, these screws are really important because they transfer a lot of the tone to the body. And, you know, that's important. So having these nice and tight and firm, they're not loose. That's the way you want it. We'll get them in there real nice. You see, I'm kind of trying to hold on to the screwdriver with 2 hands here. Ah, there we go, nice and nice. And right there. And that was nice and tight. And nice and tight. There we go. Alright. Now let's get our strings back in there. Well, this time we're just going to lay them right through here. We're just going to test this one here. Put it right down the middle. Right down the middle. That's about as good as you're going to get it. Right there, that's perfect. We're good. Take the string, toss it over here. Alrighty. Next thing we want to do, we're going to install our beautiful, beautiful pick guard. Now this is like kind of a, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's a little bit of a off green, little kind of a mint green pick guard. When you put it up against the body, oh, it sure does look good. And what we did, this came to us, we bought this at the same place, the Stratosphere. And it came to us with the plastic already on it, but we don't like the plastic on it and stuff like that. So what we did is we took the plastic off, and then we peeled the sticker that was on there, because we like the sticker. But we turn around and we put that on the back here, so that when you take the, if you ever take the pickguard off, at least you know what you got going on here. You know what it was. It's kind of an identification as to what this, you know, what the pickup is from and stuff like that. And we got the pickup and the matching controls for it and stuff. So it's from an American Professional 2. It has the, it features the VMod 2 pickup. And you know, the contoured neck and all that stuff, that's probably from the other one. But, you know, and that's what it's got right in it right there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this and we're going to string these through the body. We kind of take them and loop them around a little bit, each other, so that they will go through the body nice and easy. We'll, you know, pick up on each other. We'll go through. All right, and we'll go ahead and slide that right through our body. Oop. Still don't want to go. Get through there. Great big giant hole. Ah, there we go. We made it. My yellow wire don't want to go. I don't like it through there. It's dark and scary. Get your tail through that whole yellow wire. Let's reach in with the old, we'll grab it. There we go. Alright. See all that. This sucker turned around the right way here. Tuck that right in there like that. Alright. Still got a little bit of shielding paint that must be up in there, and those little cavities, you know, and the little tunnels that you put the wire through. There's a little bit left in there. But ooh, oh, is it kind of looking pretty? I think it is. And this bridge sets right up against there nice, don't it? Sets up there just the way it's supposed to. And the pickguard fits real good in there. Everything looks like it's fitting real good. So, what I am going to do, I'm going to set this pickguard right here where I like it. So that it is looking where it's got nice spacing here. Nice spacing here. I might even throw this on here. If I can, throw it in there just a little bit. Just to kind of see where it's going to end up being with that. So that I'm going to have enough room. Well, Houston, we have a problem. Let's see what the problem is. All right. Well, the problem appears to be that I don't have enough room around this pickguard here. So we're going to try to tuck them wires in. I'm going to try to shove that through the hole where it goes. Okay. Okay. Get that pulled through. And we're just going to try to set this in there. Can't real slick. Yeah, see, I'm about cow like that. I got about 1/8 of an inch of not gonna make it. So I can either try to make this. Well, listen, we got to make a decision here now. Looks like I got a hole that's lined up right now for the pickguard. So where are we gonna have this? We're gonna set this right here. Okay, and then we are going to have to cut that out a little bit, ain't we? like that right there. I'm not sure. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put a screw in over here. Okay, and hold that in a spot, and then we'll bring this over here and line it up with the bridge real nice, and then we're going to have to maybe we're all right. Why, by George, looky there. We're all right, all right, all right. Look at that. We're all right. And everything fits real nice, and it's looking good. And there's my one hole, which I don't like. We're gonna have to fix that right there. Bada boom, bada bing. That's all we gotta do. Okay, now I got that where I want it. Now let's get out the pickguard screws. Now that drill that I have is let's see what we can do with these. We can just get these in. Put one right in there. You know, a lot of times, you know, building these, especially ones that have already been together, and you get previous stuff, you just got to kind of eyeball it, give it a chance. Okay, that screwed down nice. We're gonna make it right there on the control panel. Looks like it's gonna be just fine right there. Okay, it's gonna reach. So let's see if we can't get a screw in here. That one's lined up, maybe the rest of these will. Look there. What do you know about that, huh? I said, what do you know about that? Okay, I tell you what. We're going to take a couple of minutes. I have got to go wash my hands because I am leaving some shielding paint on things that I don't want to be leaving shielding paint on. Okay? Okay? So, I'm going to pull this out right here. I know we got that in the right spot. I'm going to pull that through. Alright, so I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Got the hands all cleaned up and stuff like that. Not making a mess anymore. Now we're going to go ahead and put the rest of the screws in this pickguard, and seeing that, you know, he filled the holes and painted over and stuff like that, you know, that screw went on all right. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to sit here. I'm going to take this just regular drywall screw that I got laying around here. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take the end of the screwdriver and just sort of tap myself a little starter hole there, right in the middle. It just gives it something easy for the screw to get a hold of. That's just, you know, kind of a easy way to make a little starter hole. Yeah, this is going to be a really nice sounding guitar, and especially because it's got the strings that just, it's top loader, basically is what you want to call it, a top loader. And you know, you just get a little bit better sound when you got a top loader like that. Really tell the difference. I was watching a video on it. Does it make a difference? Yeah, it does make a difference. It's a complete difference in the sound. And I got a feeling that I'm hitting the same old holes here, because they're going right straight in awful good like they should. Ooh, look at them looking pretty. Going right in the holes, no problems. Things lining up. It's all looking good. This thing might just come together real nice, huh? Now, I want you to notice how I'm holding the screwdriver here. I'm holding it with both hands because I don't want to, you know, be slipping off and having to go across this nice paint job. And when I put these screws in, you know, I'm just kind of snugging them down. They're not, you know, you don't want to dynamite them or anything like that. You don't want to strip it out. It's just holding on this piece of plastic is all. You know, doesn't have to be nuclear. There we go. Good to go. Stick that right in there. Those little starter holes we made it a lot easier for to get it started. Get both hands down there, huh? There, nice, nice, nice. So we got them all in there. Oh, one more right there. Yep. All right. Things come along real nice. It's really starting to look like a guitar, ain't it? Looky there. Look at that. It's really starting to look beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, you see how the pickguard really does take on, when you look at the pickguard all by itself, it doesn't really look all that, you know, green. Put it up against this other, it really takes on that nice hue. And with the natural colored neck, man, this thing's a winner. And it's going to get mojified too, so extra bonus. Alrighty. Now we got the wires coming through here and there. We got a round wire right there. Do-da day. Alright, next thing we got to do is we got to put a ground wire in for the down below here. So, we got to find us a screw. Right here, just any old screw will do. Okay, so we're going to take our ground wire that's on here, right? Thought I had a ground wire. I guess I don't. Is that it? Oh, it fell off? It frickin' fell off. Okay, it came right off there. You see where it came off. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put this aside here for a second here. Okay. I'm trying to do some place to set it. Hey, set it right over here in this. Set it right over here. I got a nice little stand for it right there. So, oh, she's already starting to look there. All right. Let's get things cleared. All right, let's get this control panel out here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in a little bit on this. Can. A little bit tighter. Okay, there we go, right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get in here and we're going to get the get that ground wire off of there. And I got to get the ground wire off of here and a couple other little places. So what we're going to do is we're going to go off the soldering iron and we're just going to go ahead and take these little ground wires off. Let's see here. Where's my soldering iron? Oh yeah, right here. Now you always got to clean off your soldering iron a little bit. Just wipe that on the rag there. Okay. And we're going to go in and we're going to grab this right there like that. And we're just going to kind of heat that up a little bit first. And we'll go in there and grab that right off there. Well, when you're in there soldering, you want to try to make sure you're not touching any other wires or anything like that with the soldering iron, because you don't want to be burning junk up. Get rid of that. I'm going to come over here and get this side here. It's nice that the soldering iron has a little light on the end of it, so it kind of keeps a little bit of light on the subject for you. There we go, got that one off there, I think. Alright, so we're going to take our ground wire here. We need to get out our flux and our solder, which is right here. Little flux, little solder. The flux is to clean the surface. It's an acid, and I get kind of crappy because, you know, this stuff is kind of small work here. And what I'll do is I got this little syringe here. I'll take a little bit of this liquid flux. I gotta get the liquid flux, you know. You gotta have the liquid flux here. I just got a little bit of it left. And we'll suck some of that up into the syringe, and then that way when we do our soldering, we can get it right where we want it. Now this wire needs to be cleaned off just a little bit here on the end. So we'll trim that off there just a little bit. Let's see. Alright, the old stick it in your mouth and bite it trick. Alright, we're going to stick that right there. So just a little bit of flux on there. Okay, and then we're going to pick up just a little bit of solder. And then we're going to go right in there and jot that down. Alright. Now we got that stuck down there. Now we're going to I'm going to take this screwdriver here to kind of set that up against there a little bit. Now I want to come in there with just a little bit more solder. Alright. Whoop, came off. Don't want that. Alright. That sucker's on there good now. Okay. Well, we got that. We're going to come around here to the other end and clean this off a little bit more. That's going to be our ground down below. Let's see. There we go. That's all we need. Just a little bit to wrap around that screw. Alrighty. So, bada boom, bada boom. That goes there. That goes there. We got a ground wire, and I think we're ready for the guitar again. Okay, let's clear this spot here. Get some of this junk put away. Yeah, I can get rid of this drill. I don't need this big giant behemoth plugged in here anymore. Get my area cleaned up. Drop the screwdriver. I need that. Alright, scissors over there. Get this junk over here, over here, over here, over here. Alrighty. So better widen out a little bit, huh? Alright, we're back in business. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this together here. Okay? Alright. First thing we're gonna do is gonna shove this input jack through its hole. Get that out the other end. There we go. Okay. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our towel and lay our towel right over here. Okay, and we're gonna lay this right up here because we don't want to get anything in there. Now, last thing we want to do is I gotta get my. Last thing I gotta do is find my wire cutters. I got them around here someplace. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go have to find them. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I couldn't find the wire cutters, so we're just going to have to kind of go the old-fashioned way here. Alright. I got three wires coming from here. This yellow one here, this just goes to ground. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the ground right here. Alright. If you can really, I need to tighten in a little bit more again, huh? Yeah. That looks pretty, that looks a little better, don't it? Get my arm out of the way. Alright, let's try to get this now. We're going to take this yellow one, put it on the ground. Get a little solder on there. She's awful dry. Alright, put that on the ground. Alright. It's non-cooperative. I don't like that. It's not on there very good, is it? Alright. Alright, we got that one on there. Yay, yay for us. Okay, now this white one, the white one goes to the volume. So we'll put a little bit of flux on that one. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure this one out. I had to search around a few places. Figure out what was what, where it was, everything was going here. So they don't make it easy on you. Okay, now we got it stuck down there. Put a little bit more solder on it. There we go. Alright, now she's stuck on there. Okay, and the black one from there, that goes on right here, over here on this. So we can just go ahead and just chuck that right on there. You need a little flux on that too. Alright, so we got that one on there. We got that one on there. We got that one on there. Alright. Power up, way down. Alright, so now for our other speakers, our other wires here. We got the black, and another ground wire, and that ground wire just goes on where the rest of the ground wires go on. So again, we'll put a little bit of flux down there. A little bit. Make everybody happy. And we will actually take a little bit of solder and tin this wire up a little bit first. Alright. Not on there good. There, that's on there good. Okay, now, and this red one goes on right there. Lay this down for just a second here. Red one goes on right there. A little bit of flux on that one. Okay, that one's on there securely. That one's on there securely. The only ones that I don't really like is I guess that one's on there, right? But I don't like that little stray. It's got a little stray wire hanging off it. I don't like that. So we need a little bit on the grounds down here. Okay. Just a little more love on those. Okay. Okay, we got some extra love on them, and we just a little extra love on this one here. Just a little extra love. There we go. Now, one last straw is we got to put this last little ground wire on here. So let's tin that up a little bit. Put a little flux on that one. Hi. A little flux over there. Alright. Go ahead and flux that one up. Alright, let's just stick that right on there too. Alright, let's see here. Let's get a little flux on there, yeah. That's what I'm trying to do too. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's get her done. Alright. By George, I think we got it. Okay, we can go ahead and unplug the soldering iron. Don't need that no more. Get that out of the way. And me drink a coffee. Alright, I hope we got all that covered there. Hope you can see all that. Let's widen out our shot a little bit. Alright, we're back out. Now all we gotta do is we gotta tuck all this in there real nice. And we have got to put this ground wire down. So let me put this back over here again. Lay that down. We're going to take this ground wire and we're going to attach it to the body. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of split these wires in half. Get our screw that we're putting it down to. Okay. Wrap that around there just a little bit. Okay, and we'll put our screw down in there. We'll screw that sucker in. Here we go. You know, I think just for safety's sake, I'm going to go with a slightly smaller screw. Something that's not so deep. Because you know what? I don't want that to mess around and poke out through the back side of the damn guitar, and I'll be like, oh, be all through there. Can't have that. So, try a little smaller screw here. And then we put that wire down way down the bottom of the cavity. We want to make sure that, you know, we're not putting it anywhere where it's going to touch something or cause any kind of problems. Okay, so we got that down there real good. Let me pull our blanket out or our towel out. We're just going to try to stuff all this stuff down in there best we can. We kind of want to try to lay it down so that it's in sort of a accordion, or, you know, kind of layer it in there. Make sure all the wires are sticking, getting tucked in there good and everything like that. Try to keep everything down below. And sometimes, you know, this is kind of a hard thing to fit in there sometimes, because you got such a, like a little cluster going on there. Okay. These wires. What seems to be the problem here? Seem to have some kind of a problem. All right. It's right about where we need it. Let's get a screw in there. Oh, look at that. Ah! Alright, that's going right in those same old screw holes. Oh, I use that screw, don't I? So now I gotta dip into my stash. Maybe get your tail down in there by playing with you. There we go. Now we're cooking. Man, the hole is like right there. You know, it's not exactly down the center of the thing, but it's going to screw in there just fine. And you know that, and if any of you ever done a tele, you know that screw right there is right next to the edge anyways. Alright, looks like we got success. I think it works alright. Yep. Alright. That's in good. Okay, now we just put our, we gotta put our little input jack in. And we'll spin this around here so we can get a kind of good look at that right now. We'll get a little look at that. Maybe we'll zoom in a little bit. Okay. Now we got our, where is our piece? Our piece is over here. Here it is. The piece got a screw through it right there. That screws right through the side down through here. So all we got to do is we just got to take our screw out. All we got to do is it's got a little screw. Just goes through the side right there. There's a little hole. And that screws right into the body down here. Okay? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to put this on here. And we're going to get our nuts and our washer. We've got to have a little washer. Gotta have this washer first. You put that little funky washer on first. You put your plate, and then you put your nut. Easier said than done, huh? Okay. Alright. Now we're going to run that down as far as we can. And we're going to get our handy dandy pliers. Screw that down all the way. Could use a socket if you wanted to. I don't really have a socket handy right now, so I'm going to use what I got. It's not going to damage anything, just as long as I'm not damaging anything. It gets good and tight, which it will. There, that's good and tight. Okay, let's take our hole there, and we're going to shove all this stuff in there. Now you kind of want to make sure that you shove it through with your finger too. You don't want to. Last thing you want to do is try to obstruct your plug from going in the thing. Let's see. Now where's our hole? Our hole's right there. Even Steven right there. Okay, now I got that right there. All we're going to do is take our screw. Try not to drop it through the... Oh, I'm not even getting nothing, am I? Let's try this. Wide now, yes. Okay, we're up here. Okay, let's do it right here. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm trying not to drop it down the input jack here. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to hold that in there just like that. Okay, put a little screw right through there. Okay, you see that? Okay, gotta kind of hold it. It's like, try this with 3 hands, it might work better. Alright, so I think we got it lined up there. So anywho, we gotta get that right there. There she goes. Now we're cooking. Screw that right in there. That's gonna stay real nice and flush. Now we want to make sure we get that in there good so it's not interfering with our putting our input jack in there. And that looks pretty ding dang good. That looks like that turned out real nice. Alright. Dude. I think about all we gotta do is well let's check out this neck. Okay, let's check the neck. We're gonna make sure the neck is righteous as rain. Alright, and let's see what we got going on here. Alright. Get some of the stuff out of the way so we don't have any accidents. You know, keep your workspace clean. Are we in a good spot for the neck? Okay, we are. All right. In fact, maybe we'll tighten up a little bit on this. All right. All right. Here we got the neck and the shot. Good. All right. All right. Good. All right. First things first. I want to see exactly how flat this neck is. So what I'm going to do is I'm getting out my straight edge, and I'm getting out my favorite feeler gauge. This is the one that's just like paper thin, my little tiny paper thin feeler gauge. And we're going to set this right on this neck. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go, we're going to feel across here, feel if there's anything that's high or low. Let's see if we got any I'm going to hold that down real good. I'm going to go from this side. You know, okay, and let's just check it over here. We're going to check it on this side. Let's see what this one's feeling like. I'm starting to believe that this neck is as flat as a pancake, flat as it can be. Yeah, that's perfect all the way across. So, she came to us nice and flat, so I ain't got to adjust the truss rod or nothing right now. Alright, so, I'm going to take, I'm looking at these frets right here, and they look nice and shiny. And they look like they've been polished. They look like they got a nice little crown on them, and it's flat and level. I'm not going to mess with this anymore. The only thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to smooth out this edge here, right here, just a wee bit. So, in order to do that, we're going to start off with our leveling beam. Now, see, this is just a nice flat surface with a little bit of really light sandpaper on it. So, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to kind of hit this edge just a little bit like this. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I forgot that I was supposed to pick up my wife for lunch. So it was like, 5 minutes after 12, she's calling me and I'm going, oh shit, I gotta go get her. So, went and picked up the wife and we had lunch and stuff like that. And we're back at it here. So, next thing we gotta do is we're gonna go ahead and do this edge a little bit. We're just gonna knock it down a little bit, not very much at all. And like I said, we're gonna use the straight edge that we have here. We're just gonna kind of set it on here. And I kind of want to protect and we don't have to really worry about too much down there towards the body of the guitar, but we want to kind of get up here a little bit. And we're just going to kind of start on the wood part and sort of just gradually move our way over. Just sort of smooth. I'm not really putting any pressure on anything. I'm just sort of trying to smooth over the caps. And this really helps. It just makes it a little bit smoother for when you run your hand along it, And once we get done with that, we'll give it a little, yeah, that's a little bit better. We'll do that just a little bit on the top too here, because it likes it. And you don't want to go get too nuts with this. Just kind of take over the edge. Up here, we're not really worried about it too much because, well, it's just where your thumb rides. And that is getting there. It's getting there. It's right, just about like right there. There's an angle right there. We're about 45 degrees to this fretboard. It's where the smoothness needs to be. And you see how I'm doing that right there. I'm going this way on it here. Because when you sand something this way, you put scratches in it this way. So you're putting scratches in whatever direction you're sanding in. So I'm going over it this way. Because what that does is it goes over the ones that going this way. So it cuts a little bit. And I think I'm going to wipe that off with the rag a little bit. I think that's what we're going to go with. We'll pick it up and we'll just kind of run our hand along it like that. How does that feel? Does that feel pretty good? Kind of does. There's no fret sprouts sticking out or anything like that. Feels real nice and smooth along there. You're going to feel the bumps from the ends of the frets. But as far as, how it's going to feel when you're playing it, I think that's going to feel pretty nice. So, what I want to do now is I'm going to just take the wet part of this rag here and just sort of go over the neck a little bit. I just want to wipe it down a little bit, get some of this. It's, you know, it's been a factory. And I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to take some good old-fashioned toilet paper, some American toilet paper, and we're going to put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it. Just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And we're going to go over this neck. And we're going to get off any kind of grease and grime and nasty things that might be on it. We're going to pay close attention to get right up next to those frets. It looked really nice and clean when we first got it. But as you can see, there's a little bit of dirt on it. You know, it's not too bad, but just a little bit. We can get right in there, rub that down real nice. Love these maple boards. They're so pretty. And we'll even give the headstock a little bit of going over right there. Alrighty, I think we got the body and everything all straight. Now there was one thing that I wanted to do here. We're gonna widen back out here, make sure that we're doing everything. I want to make sure that this thing is operating. So what we're gonna do, we're going to get a little amp right here, a cord, and we're going to plug it in. So where's my little practice amp down there? Hold on one second, let me just dig this thing out. There we go. And we'll plug it in. And we'll find ourselves a cord. Check. Got a cord. Plug it in. Plug it over here. Make sure that it plugs in nice. Make sure that it's gonna hold and everything. Okay, let's turn this on. Alright. Alright. That's right there. Okay, we got it in the first position, so it should be bridge only. Then it should be both. Yep, we got both. And then we got just this one. Yep. That is correct. Push the push-pull. And that gives you both of them, only in the middle position. Alright, we are highly functional here. That's one of those things you want to make sure that you got everything right. So the wiring diagram that I did find for this here was correct. Alright, there we go. And that has a nice tight plug on it. So, we know that it's going to make some noise. And we got the neck on all straight. We got the neck all shined up real nice. It's looking real pretty. We did the edge a little bit. Now it's time to put some tuners on this thing. This is coming along real nice and very quickly, very quickly. Okay, tell you what, let's make some room so that we can get the tuners in the shot here. Here we go. Let's tell you what, we'll just zoom on over this way a little bit here, and then we'll go in tight. All right. How's that look? How we doing now, huh? Okay. Now we decided not to go with any fancy schmancy tuners, you know. If you ask me, regular old tuners work just fine. Locking tuners are great if you got to make a quick string change. But, you know, that's like if you're on stage or something and you got to make a quick string change. Most guys don't make a string change on, you know, on stage or whatever. They don't need a quick change. They just have somebody bring them another guitar. They have their tech bring them out another guitar. They switch guitars. He takes the one with the broken string. He fixes it up, and then when the next set comes, when you open on your next set, hey, you got your regular guitar back. So, you know, it's not really all that big a thing. And, you know, most people have time to do their strings right, and it adds weight to the headstock. It just adds weight to it. And sometimes the difference between locking locking tuners and not locking could be that, you know, a little bit of you know, dive on it. So, but anyways, we got these really nice non-locking tuners, and we're going to go ahead and put these on right here. They go right in the back. Let's see if you can see, you know, they go right in the back here. We're going to turn this over very carefully, very carefully. In fact, I think I'm going to get my little, where's my little booster pads? I got my little booster pad where I stick that right underneath the end of it down here, so we're not. Alrighty. Are we in the shot yet? There we go. Hey, what are you doing? Alright, let's put some tuners in here. Just like that. Go in. Just like that. And they press right in real nice and tight. And they got a couple of little tabs in the back. Little pins. These are called 2-pin. Because they got 2 pins on them. Go ahead and put them right through there like that. There. Where's the other one? There we go. Well, bam. Look at there. Not too shabby, huh? What we got to do is just flip her over. Get rid of our pad. And we're going to go ahead and put our washers on. Now, these washers have a little bevel on the top. If you can see that it's got a little tiny bevel on the very top. Oh, you can see that right there. You can see it. That goes up. And if you don't do that, it's going to look funny. All right. And we got all them washers on there in the right direction. And then we got the little nut that goes down through there, and that screws into the tuner on the back side. So we'll just go ahead and put all these in. Come together real nice. Sure is pretty. We're fortunate to have some really nice guitars to work on. You know, it's been fun so far. All right, we're gonna get I'm just getting a little adjustable wrench here, and we're gonna go ahead and tighten these down a little bit. In fact, I think I'll run them down by hand here, just a few more turns on these. I don't want to be wrenching on it all the way. I just want to finish tightening it. There we go. You know, it's been a little while since I made a video. It's good to be back at it. It's good to come back with a nice build. Now, when you tighten these nuts down, man, you don't want it. You want to get them good and snug, but you know, you want to get them so they're touching and it's starting to get tight. I mean, it's getting tight, and then give it just a little bit, not a lot, just a little, just so that's going to be not going anywhere. There we go. That's just right. There you go. All right. Got all those in there real nice. We're flip it over. Check it from the back side. Everything looks good on the back side. Everything looks good on the front side. Ooh, look at that. Headstock's shaping up real nice. And you know what? I think we're getting to the point where, I'll tell you what, let's put on the let's put the strap locks on. Strap locks. Here we go. We got the nice infinity strap locks. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to zoom out a little bit. Bam. Turn our camera over this way here a little bit. Bring this back in the shot. All right. Let's put these beautiful, beautiful infinity strap locks on here. Well, these haven't even been out of the package yet. We still got to bust the package open. Let's see, where's my X-Acto? Get right in there like that. There we go. Oh, look at those. Look at those. Pretty. The last guitar that I did for him was the Strat that had been fired. They had gold ones, these on there. This one's got the silver, or the chrome. Beautiful. We'll have to attach this one part to the strap, and then one part goes on the body. So we'll go ahead and put the one on the body here. Usually there would be a felt that goes in there, but I don't see any felts that these come with, so we're just going to put it on there anyways. I don't know if the felt really makes any kind of difference. I mean, maybe it protects the body a little bit, but, you know, I don't think it's really anything that really matters too much. Alright, we're getting that strap lock on there. Make sure that that gets nice and tight. It's got like the world's longest screw, of course. Now I'm having some kind of troubles with this thing. What's going on here? I need to drill this out or something? Let's take it out and see what's going on. Let's see, but let's try sticking something in there. Let's see, what else do we have? Alright, and we might as well poke this one too. Make sure it's going to be right. All I'm doing is just sticking a little bit of the end of my file in there. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Alright, we're going to give it one more whirl here. Tell you what I am going to do. I am going to take a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to put it right there in that end of that hole, just a little bit in the end of that hole there. And maybe just a little bit on this screw. Just a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to take that and stick that in there. Hopefully that'll make it screw down a little bit easier. Good old coconut oil. Alright. Even in the shot here anymore? Yep, we sure are. See, that's going in real nice and easy. So let's see if it keeps on going. Tightens down for me. She did tighten down real nice. And we'll just take the rag and wipe that little excess off there. Alrighty. Alrighty now. We are, let's see. Oh, we got to put the front one on. Yeah, let's put the other strap lock on. Getting ahead of myself here. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, let's see if we can't get it in the shot here a little bit. There we go. Now see, I'm kind of holding my hand over that too because I don't want to get that. And I need a little bit of leverage, so we're gonna pick it up here. No. This one's kind of being a bugger going into, so we're gonna have to grease this one up a little too, huh? Do a little love. See what happens. All right, so we'll get it down, right down. Get it right down here on the edge of the chair. There we go. Now we can get some leverage on it. I'm gonna make sure that that's going in there right. Oh yeah. Much better. Coconut oil makes them screws go right straight in there, real nice. Just about. There she is, nice and tight. All right, let's wipe that off a little bit with a rag. All right. Okay, and our strap button's on. Whew. She sure is looking pretty, ain't she? Sure enough, looking pretty. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to string her on up. That's the next step. Next step is put some strings on it. We're going to go with a nice little pack of 9 through 42 Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. Only kind we use around here. Nice fresh pack. There we go. Start off with our big one, number 42. And we're going to try to do this without scratching anything up. You know, you want to try to be careful when you're restringing your guitar. You don't want to leave big scratches on anything. So you go right straight through the back of this here. Wow. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. So, what I think I got to do here is I'm going to have to got a little excuse me, a little bit of the flux here. As you can see, let's tighten it a little bit. This bridge has the saddles that are like this, okay? Now I'm loading from the back, and I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, maybe that makes some sense, I'm going to have to curl my string a little bit on the end. I think that might do it. I'm going to try that and see if that works. Look at that, went right through there. Hey, 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 that's the trick. So we got to figure it out. All right. Let me get some of this other junk out of the way. I'm going to scratch things up. All right, so got one string through there. Now we're going to go do my famous one finger or one knuckle thing. See, what I usually do is I take my finger, this is how I measure, and I go from this knuckle right here to the end of my finger. That's how much string I'll leave out. So we'll pull it tight, and I'll measure from put my knuckle at the tuning peg here, and I'll go out to the end of my finger, and that's where I pinch it. Okay, and we'll send that through. That's where we're going to start. So we're going to start winding her. Got my handy dandy string winder right here, and we're just going to start winding it up. Remember, we want to go one wrap over and one wrap under. My little block holder thing. Alright, that makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so we're going to go one wrap over and then the rest go under. As soon as that goes over, as soon as that string goes over here, I'll tell you what, let's get a little bit better on the shot here. Alright, there we go. Okay. As soon as you go over, you want to take this string and you want to poke it up straight like that. Okay? And then we can continue to wind. And now all the rest of the winds want to go right under. We're just going to keep winding around, winding around, winding around. And see how I'm holding it down with my finger? I want them all to stay going down, so there. And now see, we're going to end up with about 3 or 4 wraps around that string like that. That's exactly what we want. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put we're going to go ahead and put our 9 on, because I like to go from one side to the next. That kind of keeps even tension on everything. Now this 9, we're going to have to kind of curl that one too. Have to curl them all, sort of, I think. Alright, let's try this. See if we can get this through here. Alright. Let's see what we're doing here. String wants to turn around on me. And obviously, you can obviously tell this is my first time trying to load one of these up. Oh, look at that, it came right through. Not too bad at all. Alright. Back in the shot down here. Let's get our block back up where it needs to be. Okay. We'll get our distance right, and there we go. Right through. And we'll go ahead and wind it on up. Once over. Alright, that's over. Take it straight up. And I'm not even in the shot, am I? Nope. Not even close. Ah, there we go. Alright, there we go. And we'll take it around. Let's hold it down. In fact, in this case, I can even run through the string tree there a little bit. But that's one thing I really kind of wanted to do. Oops, wrong one. Keep going. I think I'm going to not run that under the tree right now. I'm just going to put it down. I want to make sure that we're all lined up here good and everything. Where is I need my little wrench. Where's my little wrench? Where's my wrench? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. I gotta find my little Allen wrench here. Alright, I'm back. I just had to adjust the bridge a little bit right there. Now, one of the tricks I'm going to show you is how to get the ends of the strings off without having any, wire cutters or anything like that, without a tool. And basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take this, after you got it all wound around here and everything, and you're just going to start wiggling it back and forth. And it'll come off there. It might take a couple wiggles, but it'll start to get loose. If you just keep going back and forth with it, see, it popped right off, just like that, see? Popped right off, no problem. The smaller one can be a little bit more difficult sometimes. But if you work that one long enough too, it'll come off right off there too. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut that right off. So. Alright. Now, I wanted to make sure, the reason I put the 9 and the 42 on there is because I want to make sure that my stuff was lining up right, you know, that everything was straight and it wasn't some kind of something hinky. You know, that the neck angle was right and everything was good. So everything does look good. So now we're going to go ahead and finish stringing her on up. Yep. It's been kind of quiet around here today. So I have to look at the wife. Kids are going to be home from school pretty soon. Good time for fixing guitars. It's always a good time for fixing guitars, ain't it? You gotta put a little more curve on it there. It's the tricky little endeavor here. Trying to get this string. I'm trying to hold it at the right angle. And I just dropped it. Good cord. Not exactly the easiest thing to pick up off the floor either. That's it. No more top loading tellies. It's too much of a pain. 3-string. Nope, not gonna do it no more. Tired. Tail up there, boy. Alright. We're gonna move on down here again. Let's see here. Let's widen that shot out. Let's see how that shot's together here. There we go. Alright, let's just string this up. You see me get it through there. Alright, now we're just going to try to get it up through there. What I'm going to do is I'm having trouble getting my grip on the dang string. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bend this up just a little bit. I can't really grip on the string no more. Jesus. There we go. Through the hole, up to the other part, and there we go. Good Lord. Just making it difficult. Okay. We're going to get this one in here real quick. We'll be on to the next one. Yep, it's a quality guitar here, and you know, it's a survivor. You know, it's been someplace. It's got a history. You know, it's not just some fresh out of the factory. Hey, I've never been anywhere, never done nothing guitar. You know, this thing's, you know, it's been around the block. It's been on fire. You know. All right. Wade Dobler. All right. Fire out. Okay, let's get another string on it. 42. What comes after 42? 32. 32. Yep, sounds good. 32. See the 32 on her. Give her a little bit of. See what we're doing? We're just taking the end of the string. It's hard to get it through there. We're just giving it a little bend like that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab it with the pliers so that bend is straight up like that. Okay. And then we're just going to go right straight through the back and up through the tuner. Just like that. Well, bam. Okay. Bring it down here to the end where you can't see it. And whoops, I forgot to measure it. There we go. Get some strength on this dog. Have it playing in no time. Yep. Where we're going to start a new phase in Mojo Shop Guitar. We're going to start really building them, and we're going to start having a basically it's going to be with all the videos, all the guitar videos from now on are all going to be your guitar, because these guitars are going to be for sale, which means that you can own one, and each guitar is going to come with a video. So we're calling it your video or your guitar's video because well, it's going to be your guitar's video. So, you know, it's going to be nice that you're going to have a guitar that was rescued from a pawn shop, was brought in, had everything known to man done to it to fix it up and get it playing so that is just perfect. So every note up and down this fretboard plays perfectly in tune. When you play this note right here and you look at your tuner, it's dead on. So when you play a chord, you play notes down here, they're all right straight in tune. There's nothing funky, nothing going on that's not right. It's, you know, it's the way it's supposed to be. So you're gonna have a guitar like that that is got a video too. You know, you got a video of your guitar being made, being put together, and that's something that you know, a brand new $5,000 Gibson ain't got that. You know, you may get a picture from the shop. Oh, this is after the guy set it all up, he took a picture of it. Here you go. Here's a Polaroid. Man, you're gonna get. I'm gonna give you everything that those guys give you: a custom case, a guitar that plays itself, basically. You know, that's a dream to play, and a video. You know, it might not be as quality of a guitar as a Gibson. You know, we could all debate that, or you know, or as quality as this. But when it comes to playability, when it comes to the sound and everything else, you know, the name on the guitar doesn't really matter if it does everything right. That's why those guitars. That's why a Fender's a Fender, because it does everything right. That's why Gibson's a Gibson, because it does everything right. It does everything. It does things better than the next guy. But if a guitar it does things better than the next guy, if some guitar that I get out of the pawn shop that's a no-name guitar nobody ever heard of can play just as well as this one, then I guess the name doesn't matter anymore, does it? You know. So that's basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to give you a guitar that is a first-class, world-class guitar that's, you know, that's ready to go for a reasonable price, something you can afford, something the beginner can open up and be excited to play and learn fast, because well, it does what a guitar is supposed to do. It plays in tune all over the place. You know what I mean? It's doing good. So let's keep putting some strings on this thing here. Next string we got to put on here is a 24. We're going to do the same old routine here. Bend the end just a little bit around there like that. Come around here and grab it. Shove it on through. Man, you smell that? That's a major brain fart that I just had. I put the string on the wrong spot, like some kind of a dang noogie, or some kind of friggin' new guy. What's wrong with you, Pat? Come on, get it straight. Good Lord, you can't even string up a dang guitar no more. Let's get it right, buddy. See, I get to talking, I just get to thinking about, oh, what am I going to say next? You got to keep the audience, got to keep them interested. They're going to, you know, you're going to take off. You know, my talking ain't going to keep you here. But, you know, maybe just the looks of this beautiful guitar might. You know, it really is a nice job that he did on this. It turned out really beautiful. There we go. Now we got the guitar string in the right dang hole. Alright. And seeing that one is lower, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be the curl, don't matter. Yay. Alright. Yeah, I was only 2 string slots off. That's all. Okay, let's try this again. Now let's go over. Come on, stay on there, man. And then the rest under. Good goobity goop. Yep. There we go. Getting the string on it. Oh, wrong hole. Go on, let's do it right now. Here we go. Alright, we got you on there. Alright. Now I like to leave when I get done putting a string on, I like to leave the tuning peg going up and down so it don't interfere with me putting the next one on. Okay, now we got that one on there. Now here's the 24 that has to go on. 16 still in the package. Alright, we're good. You gotta keep an eye on me, man. I'm messing everything up. Come on now. Do what you're supposed to. There we go. There we go. Hi. Get your butt through there. Yeah, they're all sticking through there good. Alright. Measure this one up here. Bada boom, bada bing. That one on there. There we go. You know, I like these string winder things. They really are nice. They make your job a lot easier. Remember back in the old days when I first started, you had to you'd sit there cranking for days. You know, but I don't like using the electric ones. I don't like using any power tools on a guitar. It's not, you know, I don't think it's necessary. You know, so what? It might take an extra, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds to take out a screw. So takes a couple extra 3 or 4 seconds. Better than having some power tool trying. You know, I don't need all that. You know, I'll use it for, you know, power tool or drill. Maybe the buffing wheel to give it a nice shine. But other than that, I don't think you need anything. Move them for taking out screws and stuff. Nah. Oh, a nice little bend there. Does that look good? That looks good. Through the hole. And up to the thing. Oh no, it's going right here. Wrong one. You better get it together, man. There we go. Let's get it through there. Coming up. Oh. The shit, yay! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's trying to get some strings on her. It's officially turning into a real guitar. It's no longer in the Pinocchio stage. You know, trying to be a real guitar. I got a feeling this one's going to be a real contender. You know. I once asked a buddy of mine who was a tattoo artist. I says to him, what's your best tattoo that you've ever done? And he said, it's the next one I'm going to do. Or the last one that I did. That's the greatest one. And the greatest one after that's going to be the next one that I do. And then the greatest one after that will be then the one I do after that. He says, because I'm always getting better. And the great ones are going to be the, you know, one's always better than the last one. And, you know, that's kind of the way it is with these guitars. One's a little bit nicer than, you know, next one's a little bit nicer than the last one. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get these strings off there by doing the old wiggle technique. And you know, the wiggle technique takes it right off at the thing. So, yeah, see? It came right off there. Can you see that? Ah, there we go. Yeah, so it took it right off there. Got to wiggle it around. That came off there nice and quick. Yeah, as long as you get some good twisted action out. Get some good twisted action, and that'll come right out. Bam! Look at that. And then one more. Get it going back and forth good. Uh-oh. Don't like that. Tighten that sucker up. You know, I do not like this string tree the way it is. So we're going to raise this up just a little bit. It's got there we go. Yep. Okay, we'll get this one right there. Same manner. Well, maybe we'll just loosen it up a little bit. Get under there. Get under there. There we go. Okay, we got both of them under the string tree. Got the string tree raised up just a little bit. Okay. Was that the first songs coming out of this sucker? Okay. Alright, we're getting strung up there. Alright. Yeah, let's get this last piece of string off here if we can. Get these eye pokers off there. Ah, you sucker. I guess we're just going to have to cut you. Don't make me cut you. I'll cut you, man. Oh, it's going to be a sucker now. God damn it. Oh, yeah, there's a little cooperation. But I can't even get that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take the end of this wire. We're just going to sit here and go back and forth with it until it falls off. There. Just came right off there. No problem. Alright. Now, we're going to address our bridge. We're going to lay all these saddles right down to nothing. Tell you what, let's get this in the shot. Alright, here's our saddle. Okay? Where's our funky little tool we just had? Where'd you go, man? Mr. Funky Little Tool. It's under here. Oh, there it is. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we'll take this and we're going to run all these right down till they're hitting the deck. Okay. Or as low as we can get them. Alright. Okay, some of these got longer screws than the other ones do. But we'll soon find out, won't we? Now what we're about to do here is we're going to try to set our string height. Okay. But we got to take the bridge down a little bit. It's got like some real shorty screws on the outside ones, and then the middle one's got all long screws. Which doesn't really make too much sense, but hey, you know, whatever. Alright, those strings are all pretty much right on the deck. Alright, let's get out our handy dandy. I don't know how dandy it is. I don't know how handy it is, but I call it my handy dandy. It's my... If I could find it, even if I was halfway organized, that'd be dangerous. Where'd that piece go? I don't know where anything is. Just a minute, let me see. I'm finding it. It's around here someplace. Looking for my little string measuring tool. That's not it. Aha! Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Right here at the 12th fret, we're going to make this so it is 2/1000 of an inch. And this popsicle just happens to be 2/1000 of an inch. Quiet down up there! Filming a video, what's wrong with you? Got a lot of wildlife out our back door, and the dogs just love to bark at the turkeys and all that kinds of stuff. Let's see what I'm going to do. Get this. I'm going to get this side to the right string height. Okay. And then we'll get the other side to the right string height. Yeah, see, that's right about 2/1000 just touching. Yep, okay. Now we're going to take this side up. I pretty much know how far that's got to go up. And what we're going to do at the 12th fret here is we're going to make this so it's kind of hitting. Let's see, we got it over here on this side where it's just barely rubbing, and then on this side where it's really kind of rubbing. It's not there yet, so we got to just up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But we just want it to hit right at the very top of that string. So I'm going to stick with that right there. Okay? That feels like a respectable string height right there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's just about right. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to get out my radius tools. Where's the radius tools? Here's the radius tools. I'm going to figure out what radius this fretboard is. And here are all my radius tools. Okay, here are all my radius ones. And I'm thinking this sucker is going to be a 10-inch? Probably not. Alright, come on guys, let's get underneath there. Alright, it's 9.5 inch, 10-inch radius. 9.5, 10. So we're just going to go with 10. Since I got a 9.5 in here. I might have a 9.5. Nine and a half. Where are you? Where are you? It's in here someplace. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here, and we're going to take our little tiny feeler gauge that we got. Remember our little floppy feeler gauge? And what we're going to do is we're going to radius these strings so that right across here, these strings have the same exact radius as the fretboard. So what we did is we set our outside strings to the string height that we want. Okay. So now we can set this radius right here, and we're just going to use the feeler gauge here. And basically what we do is just set this across here, and we touch on each end, and then we touch in the middle, see, and none of these strings across the middle are hitting. So we're going to run all these down, and then we got to raise them up quite a bit. So we're probably going to let's just go ahead and raise these up all the way across the board here. Everybody's got to go up quite a bit. Get them in the ballpark at least, right? There we go. You want to kind of keep an eyeball on your how much screw is sticking out of there, and how level your each individual saddle is. As you know, you got one side higher than the other, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be funky. It takes up more space, and your thing is wider, and it's just make sure it's right. All right, now we're getting in the neighborhood. All right, so stick this on there. So that second one, we brought that up just about perfect. It's just got to be raised just a hair. Let's see if it goes underneath. Yeah, it hits. What about this one here? That one needs to go up just a little bit too. We're going to close on that one. Take that one down just a hair. Okay. Well, this one's got to come up quite a bit. See where that one's at. Yep, still got to come up some. Yep, still got to come up a little more. Getting there. And as we're doing this, we're going to go back and check the other ones to make sure that they're still in the neighborhood, they're still close. We'll get it halfway straight here, okay? And then we will go back through and we'll just give one last little tweakerelli. And what that does, it just makes it so that when you strum across these strings, it's nice and smooth. You know, there's not one string's not higher than the other ones. There are no surprises. That's one thing guitar players don't like. They don't like surprises. Okay, so that one brought up just right. This one needs to come up just a little bit more. A little bit more. It's hitting. This one needs to come up just a little bit more. I want to check this one on the end here, just make sure I'm not lifting anywhere there. So I got to loosen a little bit on these last two here. Alright, let's get that over. Alright, I'm happy with that right there. Alright, we got good string lineup. None of the strings are buzzing. Nothing's going funky. So next step is going to be, we're going to give these strings a good stretching. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to give it, you know, Just give it a little. What this does, it seats it down and it stretches it out. And if you don't do this, to your strings, this process right here, you will, I guarantee you, have tuning problems galore. Your strings will never stay in tune. Okay, let's get our tuner out. And I tell you what, I'll be right back because I know the tuner's upstairs. All right, I'm back. Got my trusty Delta Lab tuner. And basically we're just going to put this tuner right down here on the end. Turn it on. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. It looks like I can't see it. Alright, that's E. Alright, we're in the neighborhood of A. There's the D. And in the neighborhood of G. And here we're hitting B. There's B, D, D sharp, and there's E. Alright, we'll go back down the bottom. Alright, now that we got all these in the neighborhood, now we're going to stretch them again. They need to be stretched. And I always pick them up like this too. I'll pick them a little yank up. Now you don't want to pull these real hard. You know, just kind of, you have to put some pressure on them. You don't want to break them. Okay, now we're going to tune it up again. Okay, E's right. A's right. D. See the G stretched out quite a ways. There, B. And E. That sounds about right. Okay, let's give it a stretch. With the being a top loading here, I think that it's not going to take a whole lot of stretch to get a whole lot of work to get the stretch out of these. But this is probably the most important thing you can do when you're setting up your guitar. It really does make the world of difference. I'm going to stretch one more time. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to keep stretching it until the notes stay in tune. Until you stretch it and it don't make no difference. Okay? That's when you know you got enough. Okay, the E stayed right there. A pretty much stayed there. D. G stretched out a little bit, but not much. B's right there too. And the E stayed there, so I think we got these strings stretched out pretty good. Well, how about we give this thing a strum for the very first time, huh? Oh, what do you say? What do you say? I think that sounds pretty good. Let's make sure that all the notes play good all the way up and down the neck. Alright, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get the capo out. Put the capo on it. We're going to check the neck relief. Make sure we have some. Okay. Oh, I got my other capo, don't I? Where's my other capo? What do I do with that sucker? Oh, well, we'll use this one. Okay, let's check the relief here. Yep, it's got good relief. The relief's good on it. Okay. I think that sounds pretty halfway decent. Alright, let's stick the tuner back on her. Let's see what she says. Okay, let's get her tuned up. E. Okay, that's dead nuts. So let's try E and down string. Now let's try this sitting up here. Alright, let's try this. Alright, so we gotta set the intonation on this thing. We got E right here. Okay. What do we got here? So we're high. So, tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. we've gotten through the difficult part of this. So now, you see me underneath there? Yeah, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it a day for this. We got her strung up. We got it all put together. In fact, I think we might even just, we're going to get it put together here. We got it all put together. Okay. It looks beautiful, as you can agree. It looks beautiful. It's really coming together. That's white. Now shut up. You know, I mean, it's destined for beauty. Destined for fame. It looks really nice. We're going to knock it off right here. We're going to come back, and then we're going to do the setup on it, where we go and we do everything on it, and we make sure that everything is toot sweet and button tucked, and then we'll do the big reveal, and we'll show everything, and we'll, you know, it'll be the second video. So we're going to do all that on another day, and it's going to be fabulous. So I'm just going to say adios for now from Mojo Shop Guitar, baby. Thank you for watching Mojo Shop Guitar.